Bien, asante sana.
Thank you for having me, G.
I'm gonna try and flow with the English and Swahili.
Yeah.
Make you feel comfortable.
Listen, man.
Alright?
Whichever.
I'm gonna cut out the in it, the water.
Give me the water and the in it.
Have you learned any slang so far since you've been?
Of course.
What you picked up? Leng. Leng.
leng.
You said leng the other day. I said leng the other day.
Leng, long,
Long.
bait.
That's long, bro. That's bait.
That's long.
That's bait.
That's bait.
Yeah.
And blitz. It's called.
Blitz. Oh yeah, you're picking up the real stuff,
Bro, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. All right, cool. I hear you. I hear you. That's the East Londoner in Chicky.
Yeah. I'm about to go back home with a different accent altogether.
Welcome to the podcast. This is nothing serious, just vibes. And as I explained to you earlier, we focus on East Africa. That's our main, that's our main market.
Yeah.
We're East Africans, and we feel like we deserve to give them our voice. And make our voices heard. You know,
Yes,
in the diaspora.
Traditionally, culturally, we just don't make noise.
We don't.
Yeah, we come from a very different society.
Right.
We're not boisterous, we're not loud, and we're taught to maintain a certain level of, fake humility.
Yeah.
So anywhere, in any space I went to in my career, I always learned to lead with my art.
Right.
And then let the hype follow.
Mm.
And I've always been so sure of myself that if someone watches me live playing guitar and singing for a minute, they're already sold on who I am. But
So that's the
coming
art.
to London, coming to London, I've learned that beyond just being a talented musician, you have to make the noise as well.
You have to.
And if you don't make the noise, when people don't see you, they don't bless you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's extremely important for us as East Africans also to understand that we need to really be,
Make that noise.
make that noise, do more.
And that kind of, I guess it bleeds into that, the business as well of all of that, but we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
So I think, okay, being an East African, I'll say for me, growing up here, being an East African, I've always just, I'm Kenyan, I don't make noise about it too much. If you know, you know. You see the bracelet, you might say something, you know what I mean? But I don't go around, you won't know. If a Nigerian walks into a room,
you'll know, man.
You know already straight away.
Actually, the thing that really strikes me is I have a lot of Nigerian friends who have been born and raised in London. They've never been to Lagos, but they speak with a Nigerian accent.
Yes, and a lot of them speak the language as
Our
well.
tour manager for SAUTI is Chigo. Chigo is an Igbo boy born in London, raised in London.
Right.
But this guy has the deepest Nigerian isms you're ever going to see.
Right.
And I admire that in the diaspora. I went to watch Sarkodie and the Composers.
Yeah, how was that show, by the way? It looked amazing.
It was amazing. The venue also, man, the Red Bull Auditorium.
Okay, yeah.
And that's just taking Afrobeats music and placing it in a premium, spot.
Spot, yeah.
I loved everything about that concert.
Yeah.
The Composers are tight as hell.
Amazing.
And Sark has catalog. And it was for the Ghana Independence Day.
Big
There were
up-
very many
big up my
Ghanaians.
Ghanaians.
Yeah, shout out Ghanaians, man. And there were so many Ghanaians in that place. And just in my interactions, most of them have grown up in London, but they're so in touch with the music from home. They're so in touch with Sarkodie's lyrics. They speak the tree and the ga, in those languages that are, very Ghanaian. So just to see that also, as East Africans, when we come here, we shouldn't become cultureless.
Nah.
Like, especially second generation East Africans.
Yeah.
End up just being cultureless. And I love what you're doing right now because
appreciate that,
it's
bro.
an attempt to build the bridge.
Thank you.
It's very necessary.
No, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's literally it. That's the idea behind it. I see the potential of exploring that. That gap, that bridge. How can we make it closer? And the funny thing is, I tend to see. I don't know how true this is, but I think the Kenyans in America feel a bit closer to Kenya than we do here. And we're closer, like distance-wise.
Distance-wise, I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Because you see a lot of Kenyan artists who go to America before they come here. Maybe I don't know. That's maybe
it's
political.
Also the size of America. First
right?
of all.
Of course.
So there's definitely more Kenyans there.
Yeah.
And also because of chain migration. Like we've chain migrated to America a lot more. England is expensive, man. My parents lived here for 10 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Oh, nice.
And it wasn't easy for them as well. Yeah. I'll talk about that in fact later.
Yeah.
But the diaspora in England, the Kenyan diaspora in England, is a bit disconnected, if not very disconnected with home.
You think so?
Yeah. I feel it. I feel
okay.
it. I mean, yeah, and I'm not taking anything away from them. Yeah, they come for the shows.
Yeah.
Like when Sauti Soul comes, when Sauti Soul is playing, we are packing the place.
Yeah.
But I would love to see more fellowship.
Mm.
You know, I'd love to see us doing an Independence Day in a proper music
something
venue.
like what you saw.
Yeah, something like what I saw yesterday for Ghana.
Right, and just pack it out.
Yeah. But also, it's not a competition. It's a contribution. We're learning from them as well.
It's a step. Like everything as we go is progression.
Yes.
You know. So I think that's an important point you said about Kenyans here. And they're my people, so I can't even say too much right now. But yeah, I do feel sometimes we can be a bit disconnected, and we have. I don't know if we're not proud enough. Per se, you know, you wear a bracelet and you say you're Kenyan, and that's it.
Because of colonialism, and it's nobody's fault.
Yeah.
We try and be very westernized.
The British they colonized us well.
Yeah, exactly.
Very well.
And we associate our culture with just a certain level of, I'd say, primitivity. You know, I love Somali people because a Somali person will speak Somali regardless of where they are in the world.
Yeah.
Nigerians the same.
Yeah.
Like, if this guy, as I said, I met Ghanaian people yesterday who are very Ghanaian. Like, you would never know this guy has never been to Accra. Or has been to Accra once in his life.
Right. They just go for that to December and that's it.
They go for that to December, yeah. I was there too for that to December, by the way, and it's crazy.
I'm yet to go, but I hear it's mad.
It's mad.
I hear it's mad. Okay.
So, when I meet, like, Luyas, you know, they're disconnected. Kikuyus have done a phenomenal job in connecting their kids, man.
Okay.
I know a lot of people who understand Kikuyu and English. They don't speak Swahili.
Right.
But they get Kikuyu and English. Mostly because your parents beat you up in that language. Yeah. Your mom will slap you. You know, like your mom will slap you in Kikuyu.
Yeah.
And
so you learn it
and
eventually.
I encourage you guys, you know, who are watching this and you're from the diaspora, man. Don't be cultureless, man. You know, like
embrace it. Have pride.
Have pride of where you're from.
Have pride.
And remember the language. Make the food.
Yeah.
Like, wear that on your chest because that's what makes you different from a Smith. And anybody who's around you. It's your competitive edge in the world.
Right.
Your competitive edge in the world is your culture.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I think a big part of the culture is the language, like you said, because language transcends a lot. You know what I mean?
It does. Yeah.
So where we in East Africa we will speak Swahili, we should be more connected. We should be a lot closer than say West Africa, where everyone is very divided and everyone speaks a different language.
Yeah.
So I think building on that, the fact that we speak Swahili alone should be a massive building block for us.
And not just for pride, you know, but even for business.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
you know?
of course.
Because like there's 150 million Swahili speaking people.
Right.
In the world.
That's a lot of people.
Those are our numbers.
Right.
When you hear about Nigerians, we are 250 million Nigerians. Like for Swahili nation, there's 150 million people. That's product. You know, that's art to sell them. These are all customers. We shouldn't look at them as just, you know, people who we want to learn the language and preserve culture. But these are customers, man. You know, we need to build tech for them. We need to be solutions for their money sending. You know, for them sending money home and vice versa. We need to just think of solutions for them. And we all need to subscribe to that one channel because in the grand scheme of things, that's who we are, man. That's all we can lean on.
Yeah. Speaking of business, I'm going to just give a quick shout out to the sponsors. So we've got Fine Margins. You see the brand, you know what's going on already. Fine Margins, that's our brand. We've got new merch coming out soon, so keep an eye on that. And also, I want to give a big shout out to Oja. So Oja, I'll put this up on the screen. You can have a look at it. Oja is the UK's first ethnic digital supermarket focused on African and Caribbean goods and foods. Yeah, so they have over 2,000 African Caribbean products. Let you connect with your culture via recipes and stuff like that. You can interact with the community and build communities on the app and online as well. And they're just a reliable solution for customers, businesses alike. And at very competitive rates, you know. So if you want to get your plantain and your Scotch bonnets and your meats and your spices and whatever else, you know what I'm saying. So what I'm gonna do for you, I'm gonna give you £23 off from me to your doorstep. Yeah. So just like you like that one?
Damn. Do you deliver in Nairobi?
I'm gonna have to talk to them about that one.
But you see what I'm talking about? With
Oja,
little things
like that.
You know, man. That's beautiful. That's brilliant.
Yeah. So They're building an ecosystem for us, you know, African Caribbean people. And if you want to, you know, if you go on there and there's nothing that you see that you like, or there's something that you could recommend, feel free to let me know and I'll give them a shout. And also, yeah, just get your code, £23 off, and then I'll put the QR code on there as well, so you can scan it and get your £23 off. Yeah, man. So back to the topic. That was a quick commercial break.
Much needed.
Another hot topic I want to touch on quickly before we move on to the music. What do I ask now? How are we doing?
Arsenal, man. Listen, life is good right now, bro.
We're cruising?
Cruising nicely. Yeah, man. I was at the stadium for the first time.
I saw that. How was the experience, bro?
Yo, it was on another level, you know. And there's layers to it. Okay, so of course on just this, on a surface level, I think it's beautiful for Arsenal fans. It's a beautiful time for Arsenal fans right now.
Yeah.
I've been an Arsenal fan for maybe like the last 15 years.
Okay.
And I think we've gone through the dark ages.
Well, we've seen some dark moments.
Yeah, we've seen some dark moments.
Yeah.
And now it's time for us to really take our seat at the throne. But that game was on a Wednesday.
Well, which one did Everton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was on a Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
And I think how many thousand people?
60, 62, 61.
Yeah, 61,000 people show up at the stadium.
Yeah. I know where you're going with this.
And then they leave. And that's economy, man.
On a Wednesday night.
On a Wednesday night, that's much.
Right.
People from all over the world.
Even just the beers, the hot dogs.
Yes. And I was invited by Travel Rwanda. So shout out Travel Rwanda for inviting me for that.
To them.
And giving me a room in their box. My father-in-law is an Arsenal fan.
Ah, nice.
My wife is an Arsenal fan.
Okay.
You know, so I went there with family.
So at least you ain't got that beef to worry about in the family.
Yeah, there's no beef in the family.
Yeah.
It also gave me points as a son-in-law. I took them to a box.
Come on, man.
But as African leaders, excluding Rwanda because
they've seen the potential.
They've seen the potential. But as African leaders are coming to, and I see our president sometimes in the Arsenal box as well. When you're coming to watch these things, don't you want these things for your people?
Ask them.
Yeah, don't you want these things for your people? Don't you think we deserve to have infrastructure to allow us to enjoy these things in Kenya? I mean, we need stadiums. We need proper transport systems to make sure that 60,000 people can come and go home without chaos. Because if 60,000 people congregate in one place, that it paralyzes everything.
Yeah, everything's broken down. Yeah, nothing works. Yeah,
we deserve better. Yeah,
and that's only a rally, a political rally.
Yeah,
at most.
That's a rally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that really had me thinking wow, man. How can we get this for our people?
Yeah,
who are very deserving of such things.
Yeah.
But that aside, also I think I'm also the lucky charm for Arsenal because when I showed up, I predicted the score before.
Oh, you did, and you got it right.
And I got it right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I think if they want to continue winning, they should have me there more often.
Visit Rwanda, Arsenal, holla at your boy. And
me up.
Bring me along too, because I'm a fan too, you know what I'm saying?
I wish I knew, man.
But I love that. And even like the game the Bournemouth game, that was
okay. That was too much for my heart. I'm glad I didn't go to the stadium on that day, because that was mad.
My boy was there actually, and he lost his voice.
I know.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, last minute goal. But anyway,
a win is a win. A win's a win, bro. No matter how. Yeah, because certain man were losing 7-0. We don't want to talk about that, so it is what it is. Woo! So we move on. we move on. But yeah, no.